Hi folks, Wooden Boat Dan here. Just wanted to give you a heads up. The podcast you're about to listen to was recorded several years ago, so some of the phone numbers, email addresses, website links, and time-sensitive information are no longer valid. Please keep that in mind as you listen. If you'd like to contact me, my email address is woodenboatdan@gmail.com. Thank you and enjoy the podcast. Welcome to Hooked on Wooden Boats weekly podcast episode number 176. I'm your host, Dan Matson, aka Wooden Boat Dan, and this is the world's first podcast fully dedicated to celebrating the art, craft, history, tradition, and romance of wooden vessels around the globe. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Great to have you on board the good ship Hooked on Wooden Boats. We plan on having fun today as usual. Our sponsor today is Duckworks Boat Building Supply in Harper, Texas. Chuck and Sandra have a business there, a small business where they sell everything for repairing and building boats of all sizes and shapes and construction methods. And they sell hardware, and they sell kits, and they sell sails, and they sell screws and epoxy. They've got books. They've got it all, folks. Check it out. You can go to hookedonwoodenboats.com/duck, and that'll take you to their webpage, and tell them Wooden Boat Dan sent you. Last Wednesday, which was June 3rd, I made a trip to Port Townsend, Washington. It was the day before the Race to Alaska started. For those of you that aren't familiar with that, you can actually go to racetoalaska.com and get more information, but it's basically an engineless race of any type of boat, as long as there's no engine, unsupported, from Port Townsend, Washington to Ketchikan, Alaska, 750 miles. The race started on June 4th. I was there on June 3rd and got to do some interviews with some of the folks involved in the race, some actually doing the sailing in the race, and others there for having some fun like me. So I got to interview 6 or 7 folks, and I'm going to be playing those interviews over the next 2 or 3 weeks here. First up on the first interview is Marty Loken, who lives in the Port Townsend area. He's a builder and repairer and involved in a lot of stuff there. Really good guy. And Marty and I just chatted and did a little commentary on the first ever Race to Alaska. It was really fun. That's about 10 minutes. From that interview, I'm going to go directly into an interview with Quill. Let me look up Quill's last name just a second here. It's actually Quill Goldman of Barefoot Wooden Boat in Canada. So it's barefootwoodenboats.ca. And he built a sloop especially for this race. Really cool little boat, and we're going to talk to him for a little bit. He's got himself and 2 other crew members that are doing the Race to Alaska. And then thirdly, I've got Denee Blanchard of Team Uncruise, who are sailing a trimiran. It's an F25C. It's a carbon boat. I know it's a wooden boat podcast, but, you know, there must be some wood on it somewhere, right? Anyway, Denee talks about their boat and what they're up to. So those are the 3 interviews. I'm going to just play them back to back without doing an introduction for each interview. So stick around. That'll be coming up here in a minute. If you'd like to subscribe to my almost monthly newsletter, you can go to hookedonwoodenboats.com/subscribe. Give me your name and email address, and you'll get my newsletter when I send it out, which is, usually every month to 2. So check that out. Okay, we're going to move right into the interviews. First up, Marty Loken, and then I'll go right into the interview with Quill Goldman, and then Denee Blanchard. So let's roll the tape. Okay, June 3rd with Marty Loken at the Race to Alaska. Marty, give me your thoughts on the race.
Well, it's most exciting to be part of the very first Race to Alaska. No one's ever done anything quite like this before, organizing it or participating in it. So we have the most astounding variety of boats here, from sort of old traditional banks, dories, to Potter 19s to high-speed racing catamarans and trimarans and proas and little rowing boats and kayaks. It's just a motley mix that sort of suits the spirit of this event.
Could you see this happening on an annual basis, Marty?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it probably will grow in popularity, and I'm afraid we're probably going to figure out how to deal with twice as many boats next year.
I think you're right.
But it's great for Port Townsend, and I really applaud the Maritime Center and its board for having the courage and inventiveness to do something like this. It's not for the faint of heart to think up and then get behind something as potentially hazardous as a race to Alaska with small boats with no motors, in some cases with crews that may never have tried anything like this before. So hats off to everyone who's entered and to the organizers for thinking of this and doing it.
So what's your take on the type of boat that could win, most likely to win this, Marty, or crew or combination?
Well, I think probably there will be enough wind for some of the high-performance catamarans or trimarans to win. I suspect the winning boat will go offshore north of Bella Bella, which is the last required checkpoint. And once they go offshore and they get steady wind between Bella Bella and Ketchikan, they'll probably overtake any smaller boats that are sticking with a pure inside passage route.
Was that a change in the rules or not?
No.
That's always been allowed.
The rules have been the same from the beginning. That there were only 3 checkpoints. The first being a major stopover in Victoria for a couple days, and then the restart from Victoria, and then every boat has to check in at Seymour Narrows and the village of Bella Bella, and north of Vancouver Island, and but there's quite a lot of water between Bella Bella and Ketchikan. So some of these big boats that can go so fast without an awful lot of wind. I'm just guessing some of those guys who go outside might end up winning the race.
What about the proa? Is there 2 proas in the race or one?
There's one proa that I can think of that's going to Ketchikan.
Yeah.
The other proa is only entered for the leg to Victoria.
So the one going to Ketchikan, that's a pretty competitive boat, right?
Absolutely.
Proa design is very fast. It shunts instead of tacks and does all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, that proa has a real pedigree in terms of its designer, Paul Beaker. Russell Brown here in Port Townsend built the hull, the boat, and they look like a very competitive team. Brandon of Turnpoint Design here in Port Townsend, that's a homegrown boat that will also be very fast and competitive.
Is that a catamaran?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's amazing that even leading up to the first race to Alaska, so many boats have been created expressly for the race. The Polynesian crab claw sailed catamaran that's beside us here was invented and designed and built expressly for the race, and he has a grand total of $2,000 into the entire boat and its sail, and he's
seriously
his mainsail he spent $14 on. It's what he called a farm tarp. I don't even know what a farm tarp is, but it was $14, and he reshaped it into a crab claw Polynesian style sail. And if you look at the details of this boat and some of the others like this, it's sort of like Port Townsend's kinetic sculpture race afloat and going to Alaska.
Yeah, it's amazing the creativity that these people put into their boats.
Oh,
and adaptions, and these pedal rigs have been added to boats, and rowing stations and all that stuff.
Yeah, there are a lot of pedal drives, which I personally really appreciate. Pedal boats can be very fast and efficient. You're using your big muscles, not just your upper body. And there's a pedal drive in this Polynesian catamaran that he was out this morning before the wind came up, pedaling around in what looked like a very leisurely fashion, doing about 6 knots.
Really?
Pedaling.
Seriously?
So it's pretty impressive. And as you probably saw, some of the big cats out there have 2 pedal drives, and some very creative sliding seat rowing rigs.
On the back of that huge catamaran.
Oh yeah, it's just a hoot. So it's a great display of creativity and craftsmanship and courage, if you want to keep the alliteration going, to just see some of these boats. So tomorrow they'll all disappear from view, and some people in Victoria will, of course, get to see them all for a couple days. But when they leave Victoria, they're going to be completely unsupported by safety boats or support boats of any kind, and they will be out there all by themselves, widely scattered all over the place between here and Ketchikan.
They won't even see each other hardly at all.
They're
rarely, probably, huh?
Today in Port Townsend and over the coming days in Victoria, it's the only opportunity for the teams to even see each other's boats, let alone get acquainted, until some of them reach Ketchikan. So this is, this pre-race ruckus that we're having today is a great party for the public as well as all the teams.
Yeah, cool. I'm surprised you're not doing the first day in one of your boats, Marty.
Well, I got roped into, or I volunteered for some of the organization of the race, and you can't do it all, but maybe next year.
Cool. Well, thanks.
Maybe I'd like to sail. Maybe you're building a scamp. I'm building a scamp. Let's both sail to Victoria next year in the race.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We can't let Simeon be the only scamp sailing to Victoria.
No. And we need to convince one scamper to go all the way, too.
Well, is it going to be you or me?
No, it's not me. Not me, Marty.
Well, somebody will go to Ketchikan aboard a scamp, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And probably next year.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for your commentary,
thanks,
Marty.
Dan.
Appreciate it. Okay, I'm with Quill. Quill, what's your last name again?
Goldman.
Yep. And we're here for the race to Alaska. Tell me about your boat, Quill.
It's a 19-foot sloop designed by Tad Roberts, built by Barefoot Wooden Boats. Bit of a hybrid construction. It's glue ply bottom, sheathed in Kevlar and eco-epoxy. It's peanut soy-based epoxy. Top sides are lapstrake red cedar on yellow cedar frames.
Where's this boat made?
Gabriel Island, BC.
Okay.
By me, Barefoot Wooden Boats.
It doesn't have a transom to speak of.
Has no transom.
Yeah. So what does that do? Keep the water out of the boat?
Lets the water out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we ever capsize or take in too many waves, we just got to trim our way to the back and the water comes out again.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just for self-rescue ability.
Uh-huh. So when did you first hear about the race to Alaska?
September, I think.
Really?
September, October, something like that.
Yeah. How did you decide to go for it?
I thought about it for a month or so and decided whether I could afford to give up the rest of my commitments and responsibilities, and decided I could, and then signed up.
Really?
And started building.
So have you raced? Are you a race guy or boating?
A little
A lot
informal.
of boating, though, or?
A lot of boating. I grew up on the coast. There used to be the shipyard school raid. It was like a 100-mile version of this.
Oh, really?
Supported race. So I did pretty well all of those. Won a few of them. Yeah.
So is this a sloop rig?
It's a sloop rig. It's actually drawn as a catch, but we didn't have time to put the mizzen in. It was more expense and complication. It wasn't going to really make us go any faster. So maybe after the race I'll get a chance to put it in.
Okay.
Yep.
You got a couple rowing stations on here?
Yeah, 2 rowing stations. We have sliding seats.
Sliding seats.
We row with 1 oar apiece. We have the option to offset the rowing machines, just to change trim or switch up for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. Is your stowage up forward there? Is that
That's where we'll sleep.
Okay.
One at a time.
Okay. So the idea is to keep moving 24/7 as much as possible?
I guess so. We'd rather not, but everyone else is gonna, so it's like we are too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think's the biggest challenge for you guys?
For us,
Yeah,
it's going to be
for this boat.
keeping the boat upright.
Really?
I think is going to be our biggest challenge. Well, it's got a narrow water line so that we can row it reasonably efficiently.
Yeah.
But then it means it doesn't stand up to its enormous rig quite as well as a conventional sailboat might. So it's going to put more pressure on us to keep it flat.
So does this boat have a keel?
No keel.
No keel.
No.
Centerboard or?
Twin dagger boards.
Twin dagger boards.
Twin asymmetric dagger boards. Twin rudders.
Oh, really? Okay. Hey, Denny, so how old is this boat, or how new is it?
We launched in April.
Oh, really? So it
Yeah.
was just built.
Yeah, built it this winter. Started in December. Finished in April. And as you can see, we're still working on it.
Yeah. So if this boat goes over, is it hard to get back up?
Yeah. We've only done 1 test so far, and it wasn't entirely successful.
Uh-huh.
We did get it back up, but with assistance, which we won't have on the race. So
Yeah.
we've got some more things we can do. We've got some flotation we can put in the mast. We've got some inflatable bags we can haul to the top of it. And these hiking racks, if they're rigged in place, they would be able to put buoyancy on the outboard ends.
Oh, I see.
And so give us buoyancy on the low side and a lever on the high side. So hopefully that would...
What's the best point of sail for this boat?
on the wind, I think. I mean, although it's supposed to plane, so
Okay.
we're going to do that off the wind. But we haven't had enough opportunity to try it yet.
Yeah. If you have good wind, how long do you think it'll take you guys to get up there?
Well, if we can do 5 knots in the right direction for 18 hours a day, we could do it in 10 days. How likely that is, I really have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm guessing anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Cool.
Pretty broad estimate, but
Yeah.
I think it's hard to be any more accurate than that.
Right. It's kind of wide open, isn't it?
Pretty much wide open, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Quill, for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
I am with Derek and Denee on a beautiful Is this trimiran?
It is.
Trimaran.
Yeah, okay, very good.
F25C.
Yeah. So, welcome to the Hooked on Wooden Boats podcast.
Oh, this actually is wooden core.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there
she's
you go.
balsa.
So, you guys are here for the race to Alaska.
Yes, we are.
So, how did you? When did you first hear about that?
You know,
January 1st.
yeah,
January
January 1st, we
really?
were up in Juneau with my dad at Christmas time, and he said, "Hey, Uncruise is sponsoring this crazy race to Alaska. What do you guys think of putting a boat in the race?" Well, okay. So we started the search for a boat, and we found this lovely lady down in Southern California and trailered it up, and we've been working on it out of Seattle.
Really? So are you guys from Seattle?
The two of us are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my dad is from Juneau, and he's the third crew member.
Okay, and it's Team Uncruise, so tell me what Uncruise is.
Uncruise Adventures is a small passenger boat company. So we have 8 small passenger vessels, 22 to 88 guests that run up in the inside passage up to Alaska, as well as down in Mexico, Hawaii, and the Columbia and Snake Rivers. We're also expanding to the Galapagos and Panama and Costa Rica.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. So have you guys done anything like this before?
No.
Well, we work on these boats. I'm an engineer and she's a mate, and we run up. And we've run up and down the inside passage on these boats, and
I
also,
see. Okay.
but we're talking a big motorboat, not a small sailing multi-hull trimaran.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely something different. We know the area a little bit. Her dad's done it quite a few times on a sailboat, so we're a little bit familiar with the area. I guess that's one leg up on the competition, but we got a lot of legs down.
Yeah. So how did you pick this particular boat?
Well, we wanted something really light and fast, something that we could put a pedal drive on, which we've done, and also something we could sail. And, with this boat, we can go up the inside if we need to, but it's also, safe enough and large enough that we can take it up the outside if weather's permitting.
I see.
So, yeah.
So tell me again what this boat is. What's the brand and size?
It's
and
an
all that?
F25C, so it's a Farrier 25, and it's carbon fiber.
Oh, it is carbon fiber.
Yep.
Whole boat is carbon fiber with a balsa core.
So 25 feet, that's not counting the bowsprit, is it?
That is not counting
Nope.
the bowsprit.
Yeah,
Spread. No.
because it looks longer than that.
Yeah.
How much sail area have you got?
Oh boy, it depends on with the spinnaker up or the foresail. In other words, we don't really know.
Yeah, quite a bit.
That
though.
just shows you how
Yeah.
little we know about this. So root for us, because we don't know.
Yeah, very cool. Is that a Mirage?
Yeah, so we built this platform back here with 2 recumbent style seats, and then we have the 2 Mirage drive systems. They're offset and they're very adjustable, so the shorter person will sit here in the closer one, and myself will sit in the further one. And but the pedals themselves move back and forth, and we've only used it a handful of times now, I think once.
It does pretty well, though.
But it did pretty well. We were
Really?
able to sustain about 2.5, 3 knots.
Really?
Pedaling our butts off, we can get up to about 4. But that lasted about a minute.
Yeah.
So what do you call a system like that where it's not a propeller that you're turning, but you're moving flaps back and forth?
We've
Well,
been
we
calling
call
it
it-
the penguin drive.
Yeah, we call
Penguin
it
drive?
the penguin drive.
Okay.
As far as the actual
Like moving
technical name,
flippers through the
Yeah.
or something, huh?
yeah.
I
It's
just
like
love-
hanging off the bottom of the back of the boat with flippers on, That's
Yeah.
what it is, except for we don't have to
Very
quite get so
cool.
cold.
Yeah.
Instead, we're sweating, actually.
So is this boat really designed for racing then?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So these
and-
are raced offshore around the world, around the U.S.? or-
Yeah, the guy we actually bought it from, he was planning on single-handing it racing to Hawaii. But it ended up that it didn't really work out for him doing that. But yeah, so she's definitely stripped down, bare bones, ready to race. And we've made a few adjustments to it, but yeah, we're pretty happy with it so far.
Yeah. What does she have for keel, or what do you got down in the
It's
water?
a dagger board.
Oh, you got a dagger board?
Yeah. Centerboard that goes, that's, I don't know how long, probably 8 feet, it looks like.
Just slides up and down.
Slides up and down.
Okay. You got ballast?
We are just blood bodies.
Really?
Yeah, we got
Well,
some
we
blood bags,
actually-
and then we're using 15 gallons of water in 3 different bags to move around.
Oh, really?
Because the pedal drive system is with 2 persons on the back, really lifts the boat up. So we set the bags up further up. If
If we're
only
pedaling.
one person's going to be back there, we can move them back. So we have options, and it's easy with having the water on the boat. So yeah, we've balanced it a little bit. It was kind of a last minute thing. We were going to have water obviously anyway, and
Yeah.
we had these bags with, so it worked out really well.
Yeah. So what's the most challenging part of the race, do you think, for you guys?
Gosh, I think, cruising at night and the danger of logs and, vessels at night and fatigue
Yeah.
really are going to be the big ones, I think.
You plan on going 24/7 pretty much?
That's the idea.
right now.
Pedal to the metal. And,
Yep. So we'll
Wow.
see how that works out. I mean,
Yeah.
we're obviously able to make adjustments if we need to, but
Yeah. So
we'll
we
do
have
it.
a spotlight on at night or anything?
Yep,
looking
we
for
have a couple
deadheads?
spotlights.
Yeah.
We have a radar actually. So
little
that won't
sea
help
deadheads,
much,
or-
but it hopefully will.
Yeah.
For big stuff, I
For
mean,
big-
big
for really
tree
big
ball,
stuff, it will be,
root
but
balls that
for-
are up, we
I
could be able to
see.
see that.
For,
but-
yeah, with just running all these big steel and aluminum boats that we do, deadheads and logs are a huge problem, of course.
Yeah.
So that is a big concern.
And with carbon fiber, that's not.
You could poke a hole through with a little screwdriver if you wanted to,
Yeah.
very easily.
We have a
So,
damage control kit on board.
We do have a damage control kit.
Yeah.
I'm
We
glad
will-
to hear that.
We're pretty serious
Yeah.
about safety around
We
here.
have, we all have dry suits. We're
Okay.
prepared. The boat, luckily, will float even if it's chopped up into little pieces.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Balsa cord.
Oh,
And
okay, okay.
So
Yeah.
a lot of foam in there as well. So yeah.
What year was this boat built? You guys know?
I believe it was started in the late 90s, but this
Okay.
particular boat I don't think was completed until like 2000 or 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was several years later the owner actually started sailing it. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's actually relatively new to being
Yeah.
sailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you get to Ketchikan, or let me ask, how long do you think it will take to get up there?
You know,
for
that's the
guys?
question everybody asks.
Yeah.
And, we're saying,
Between 5 and 20 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, I mean, really, if everything was perfect, yeah, sure, 5-7 days, that would be grand.
Do you guys feel like you have a shot to win it?
Oh, we're not in it to win it. We don't even want the steak knives anymore. We'll take Red Lantern. We'll be happy if we can just get up there.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's about the adventure and it's
Yeah.
about the
And
fun.
it's
and
that's what
so
it seems like
awesome.
most people
just
are-
seeing all the different boats here. It
Yeah,
is
isn't
so
that cool?
I mean, we've all been working so hard to get to this point. Like the hard part almost feels like it's over. I believe it or not.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
And then to come up here and see that everybody's challenges and stuff is
We're
it's
all
just
in the same
amazing.
boat.
Yeah, we're all,
Like,
well.
Yeah, cool.
We're all in different boats together.
Yeah. So once you get up to Ketchikan, then how does the boat get back? Do you sail
Well,
back?
we're actually gonna probably take it up to Juneau. That's where the owner
That's where my dad lives.
Oh, okay.
And then hopefully we can get a trailer up there as soon as possible just to get it out of the water.
Yeah.
Being a carbon boat with a balsa core, it really shouldn't be in the water for this long. This will
really?
be the worst thing that happens to this
Oh,
boat.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it do to start on the carbon, or?
Nope. It'll seep in slowly through the carbon and into
oh.
the balsa core, and you don't want that.
Yeah.
Or I don't want that.
And it can
anyway.
start delaminating. I mean, all
Yeah.
these boats, all the F-25Cs are
It's-
notorious for having really bad delamination
Oh,
problems.
really?
So, yeah, you want to get them out of the water as quickly as you can.
I see.
Yeah. They're meant to be raced and kept dry.
Yeah. Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
being on the
much.
podcast
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, of course.
All right. You take care.
Thanks for tuning in today, folks, and listening to the podcast. Thanks for the interviewees for spending some time with me with the recorder. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a review in iTunes. I would appreciate that. Also, if you make purchases on Amazon, if you go through my link, I get paid a small commission. That link is hookedonwoodenboats.com/Amazon. Well, have a great week, folks. Get in the wooden boat game if you're not already in. And we'll chat again next week. God bless. Keep the bright side up and the barnacled side down. Take care. Wooden Boat Dan, over and out.